Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Cliff London Uncensored. I'm Cliff London. I just want to talk about something real quickly that may be may seem off topic, but it kind of relates to the stuff that I usually talk about on this channel in terms of pop culture and the cultural war and how it is part of this whole thing. These leftist whack jobs, they are fighting the war to destroy America on all different fronts. Media, they're going back and ruining properties of things and icons of our childhood. In case you guys don't know, Robin is now, of the famed Batman and Robin is now gay. Now you might say that that's not a big deal and who cares about this stuff, except the reason why they do this is not for inclusion. And it's not for diversity, because if we were doing it for those reasons, then they would just create a black character or a gay character or a trans character, a new character, and ingrain it into those stories, which I actually have no problem with. Something like the X-Men lends itself to that. You can totally have your old heroes that everybody loves and likes, but the thing about Professor Xavier's school and the X-Men themselves, they were always looking for new talent. Now, me personally, if I had superpowers, I don't think I'd be worried about who I'm screwing. That would kind of take second place to me having superpowers and basically being a demigod. I don't know. That's just me. Try to be as logical as I can. But what I want to get into now is the concept of what they call reimagining. Used to be called hack or plagiarism or stealing someone else's work. Example for you. There was a Hispanic comedian, Carlos Mencia. He had a show on Comedy Central, Mind of Mencia. I mean, he was really had it rocking and rolling for a couple of years there until it started to come out that this guy, Carlos Mencia, was taking other people's work, meaning taking other comedians' material and putting an overtly stereotypical Hispanic accent on it. People started to catch on to this slowly. He got a bad reputation. People used to say in the comic industry, hey, if don't do your act if Mencia's back there, because you'll see it on someone else's stage. I paraphrase that or something like that. But anyway, there is, I believe, a YouTube video of Joe Rogan confronting the guy and calling him out about it. So when they do these reimaginings and when they change these characters, what they're trying to do is essentially cause conflict. Because when they do that, I mean, again, I know to some of you this may not be a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but actually it is, because they're taking these icons and changing them to the most feminist or obscure things possible. They don't even make an attempt at telling a good story. And usually, if you look at this stuff, like especially on television and everything, they don't even, it's not even about, they're already depersoned. Usually they're just vehicles so that they can constantly put gay sex in front of you. Now, a lot of these shows that they're doing that with, not gay sex, but trans, anything, they do it. They're always, every time you turn on the television now, again, if these characters were added in, like something like The Walking Dead, for example. The Walking Dead has two great gay characters because those characters were cultivated. They're unique. They're new. They've been cultivated throughout the course of a few seasons for you to get to know their humanity. This shit that a lot of these people do, a lot of these weirdo leftist whack jobs do, is basically they're like, this character's gay so they can piss off any straight white man or any straight black man and put this stuff in front of you, in front of your kids. And if you don't tolerate it, they can therefore deperson you and call you a racist. That is why they do this stuff, to cause exactly that type of conflict I described. And also, it also means that these people are creatively bankrupt. And I don't see why anybody can't see that. Reimagining is thievery. They are basically pulling a Carlos Mencia and saying that, okay, so we are going to take someone else's brainchild, things that have been around for 50, 60, 70, 80 years, some even 100 years almost. Rather than come up with our own material that includes the stories about people that we want to tell, the stories that we want to tell, they know that no one will, number one, no one wants to admit this, but no one is going to buy that shit. No one wants to hear about that shit. That's just the way that it is. And they know it, and that's why they have to interject themselves into these established properties, because, the cowardice, lack of creativity. Because see, the thing is, I get it if you want your story, a story to be told, or even this quote unquote represented. But if you just want to represent it, if they just want a representation, they would inject a new character. But they're not that creative. Number one. Number two, they don't want to work hard to get it. And number three, they don't have faith that their creation could do as well. So they take these things that have done well and do that. I don't know, guys. Check out what the new Incredible Hulk looks like. Or the new She-Hulk. It's definitely propaganda. So they're using these things to push leftist propaganda is what it is. And that's why it sucks. And that's why reimagining is complete and total dog shit. Listen to the word reimagine, right? Okay, so it's a bullshit term, first of all, because you're not using your imagination. You're using these properties for your agenda. And reimagining is just another shit-ass buzzword right up there with inclusivity, right up there with equity, right up there with all that crap. So, if any of you that think you're creative out there, by the way, I don't know, there was this, never mind. There was this Asian guy talking about new X-Men characters, and when he premiered the characters, they were just different, but race-swapped, gender-swapped versions of the X-Men. Now Gambit has Afro puffs, along with the leather jacket, but literally, they just took Gambit, the outfit and everything, took off Gambit's head, and put on a female black chick's head with Afro puffs on it, and they call this a new character. This is the this is the lack of artistic integrity in this generation. We're in trouble, folks. Do yourself a favor, because I got to go to work. Get the original Star Wars trilogy. Rent it. Watch it. You don't have to rent it anymore. I guess stream it. I don't know. Indulge yourself with some good art. Squid Game on Netflix is incredible, and I am a little way through a series called Money Heist. So far, neither one is completely woke, and that's already about 5 points in my book. Anyway, everybody, if you like what you heard today, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I hope that you feel like you could subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out and really help the channel grow. What do you think about this term, reimagining? Do you think there is such a thing? Is it a made-up buzzword? Let me know what you think in the comments section, everybody. And just remember, there is no fate but what we make for ourselves. Have a good day, everybody.